It says we're live. Yay.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, everyone. So there's like a lag, right?
There is a lag, yes.
Between us and YouTube, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I already saw on Instagram that people were waiting, so.
Hey. Yes. Oh, goodness.
I'm going to do a little Instagram. Everybody wave on 3. 1, 2, 3.
So okay, I haven't done this before. Did their comments show up on my screen on StreamYard, or do I need to look at comments on YouTube?
Yeah, no, if you go to comments on the right side, you can see people's comments get posted over there.
Okay.
There is a lag, so the comments on StreamYard will come in after they come in on YouTube. So if you open it on YouTube, just mute the YouTube so it doesn't or pop out the chat.
Gretchen.
Hi,
okay,
guys.
so I guess we should introduce ourselves, even though I'm sure everyone probably knows us. But Sarah, you want to go? And how about tell us like what your favorite Christmas movie is, Sarah?
Oh gosh. Okay, so Sarah from the Bookish Knitter, favorite Christmas movie. The one I have to rewatch every single year is The Muppets Christmas Carol. It's my favorite. I don't know what it is.
That feels like that would be the right answer for you. I like that.
Right.
I don't know.
I am here to tell the story, and I am here for the food.
I'm going to watch it here because I feel like that's one you don't see that much on TV. And I'm like, when's the last time I watched that? I'm going to watch it.
I own it on DVD.
Can we have a watch party just so we can hear Sarah giggle for 2 hours?
I'm up for that.
So I'm Bree, and I'm at Falling for Romance on Instagram, and I'm like wearing
nice.
Love it.
So the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation is my fave.
Ooh, Beth says it's on Disney Plus.
With the Muppet Christmas Carol? Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm Chloe from Always Booked, and my favorite that's hard. I think I'm going to say the Santa Claus with Tim Allen, just because I love it. And you guys, my sister is 9 years older than me, and we slept together like by choice when I was growing up. And so she's a little saint, but I would want to watch the same movie every night over and over and over and over. And multiple years, it was the Santa Claus. And so it's just nostalgic and it's great. And Tim Allen's the best.
Do you like 2 and 3?
Do I what?
Like 2 and 3?
Not I've never seen 3, I don't think, but 2 was like not the same. So yes, but not at all compared to Santa Claus.
Nice.
Well, I'm Tia, and I guess you probably know that since you're on my channel. But my favorite, I think, is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation as well. When I was a teenager, I hated that movie. I didn't get why everyone loved it. I wasn't into like the physical comedy, I guess. But for some reason, now as an adult, we have to watch it like multiple times every year. It's just
it is
the best. I love so many other ones too. So I see Antonella says Love Actually. I watch that one every year too.
I haven't seen that one.
You would like it, Bree. I don't know. I like
that to me is a Bree movie.
Okay, I gotta watch it.
It is a rom-com for sure, but I have only seen it a few times and I like it, but like it doesn't stick as like one of those that I have to watch. I'm not addicted, but I like it.
Die Hard.
I watch that's what my husband always says. I'm like, that's not
a Christmas movie. Yes, it is.
That is controversial. Right here. So many people say that's a Christmas movie. And I'm like, a boy movie?
Maybe a Christmas adjacent movie.
We're having 2 people say While You Were Sleeping with Sandra Bullock.
Yeah.
And I don't think of that as a Christmas movie at all. But I know
it's at Christmas time.
I know it's wintry, but
I've never seen that one.
A Christmas Story and Elf are also really good.
I really
There's
like
a guy down the street
The Holidays too.
Oh yes, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, good.
Christmas
I always think about like
that one.
Sleepless in Seattle, one of my favorite movies. It starts off at Christmas.
Yeah.
Sure.
And doesn't You've Got Mail, is it around Christmas time?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay.
Have you seen Serendipity with what's her name?
Is Sandra
Oh,
Bullock?
yeah, I've seen it.
No. What's her
I just
name? She's
forgot
like
her
a
name.
model. She's
Kate
like,
Beckinsale, is that right?
Yes. That one is good, and I don't know if it's Christmas or just winter, but
Did y'all see the one that came out last Christmas? That new movie came out last year.
It didn't.
no.
I was nervous. Did you watch it?
I just watched it this year, and I don't want to spoil it for you, but I want someone to talk about that movie
Who's in
with.
that? Who's in that one?
It's the girl from Game of Thrones, and she was in that Me Before You movie too.
Okay.
I don't remember her name.
Home Alone, definitely. And The Preacher's Wife, I don't really love that movie, but the soundtrack is so good.
Oh, it is. The soundtrack is phenomenal.
So good. Have you seen This Christmas with Chris Brown and a bunch of people?
No, I
I was
haven't.
just thinking about that because I was listening to his song from that movie this morning, and I was like, it's been a long time since I've watched
That movie is one of my favorites. I love that movie.
I'm gonna show some people. Look, I can show. This is all
Yep.
new for me. I can show
Yay!
people stuff.
Isn't that fun?
Love Actually.
Tia, I hope you get addicted.
While
Live
you were
shows are so
sleeping,
fun.
Elf.
I have never seen Elf
It's
because
so
I
good.
cannot
Either,
stand Will
Sarah.
Ferrell. I can't stand him.
Oh,
I just
Amazing.
Oh, but he's so good in Elf.
he
It's
creeps
so
me the
good.
heck out. Can't
Oh,
stand him.
the story is so cute. Oh gosh, when he gets his tongue stuck to the pole.
Ugh. Ugh. Yuck. And A Christmas Story, my family always like had that on all day on Christmas. So that one's, I don't ever watch it until Christmas Day, but I like it.
There's a couple older ones that I watched when I was growing up. There's one called, oh God, I can't remember the name of it, but John Lithgow was in it and he played an evil candy maker. Took place in like the 80s. Oh my gosh, I can't remember the
I don't
name
think
of
I
it
know
now.
that one.
It's an old one. Yeah, you guys would really like it. It's gonna drive me crazy now. I'll find the name of it. Anybody else in the comments know exactly what movie I'm talking about?
Scrooge.
Scrooged is one of
Scrooge.
my favorites.
Home Alone.
Amelia Clark.
1
This
and
is
2.
who starred in that movie. I'm just having fun putting the comments on the screen.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know
Let's see.
why I'm so skeptical with like
Oh,
the Christmas movies that come out. I don't know why.
Jingle All the Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sinbad. That one is good.
Scrooge is a good one. I love all the Christmas Carol spin-off ones, like the remakes, like Scrooged, and the one with Albert Finney is my favorite. I think it's called Scrooged. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Or Scrooge. And then Bill Murray's the one with Scrooged.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's Santa Claus the movie. It came out in, I'm showing my age, 1985.
Oh, yeah.
And it's John Lithgow and Dudley Moore is in it too. So
Okay.
he plays an elf. It's nostalgic for me. That's,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
Deck the Halls with Danny DeVito and Matthew Broderick. That one was all right. I like Christmas with the Cranks better.
So what path are y'all planning on taking for the Readathon? Because I guess we're here to talk about the Readathon. I want to know what path you're taking and which type of personality you are like in real life. Like,
I
are
talked
you
about this in my
romance,
TBR.
the homebody? Sarah, which one are you?
I'm doing all of them because that's just what I do.
But which one are you in real life? Yeah.
Personally, even outside of this year, I would definitely just be a homebody. Always. I never like going to work Christmas parties. And kid at heart, I think it's a little of both on that one.
So do you host your family at Christmas at your house?
No, we used to go over to my grandmother's and stuff. So I've been talking to other people about this. I'm kind of glad. This sounds horrible. I'm glad COVID happened this year, that Christmas is different. I need a buffer. between what I'm used to at Christmas because of the loss we had in January. So I need this buffer this year. You know what I mean? But it's just going to be me, my husband, and my mom this year. I think maybe my aunt. So it'll be nice. It'll still just be us. We'll see my niece and nephew, and that's all. That makes me happy.
It'll be cozy.
Exactly.
So what's your plan for doing all of them? Are you doing like a specific path first?
No, I'm literally just gonna random and just like fill in stuff as I go. Yeah. No, I'm not, I'm working on this, then this. You know me. I like to random all the things.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do.
Are you going to get back on board with audiobooks?
Nope. I did my weekly wrap up this week, and I said I'm giving myself a break of audiobooks for the entire month of December. I want to see what happens.
Okay. That sounds so anxiety provoking to me, to get 16 books in 25 days with no audiobook.
Not gonna happen. I'm telling you right now.
No.
All right, you want to place bets on this one, Bree?
I can't do it. I can't.
Nope.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same thing, because I look at it like summer romance bingo. I just read whatever, and then I go on there and I'm like, which one does this fit into? And then I write it on there. And then before I know it, hopefully the board will be finished. But I think I'm definitely a holiday homebody, because then I can sit home and be a holiday romance by watching Hallmark. But I'm an aspiring holiday party animal, because COVID, I want to be at an office party.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that? What's it called? Christmas Office Party last year? It's like Jennifer Aniston and I don't remember who else
like
in it.
that. Yeah.
That was a crazy office Christmas party.
That one was like fun if you like Bad Moms and like that kind of humor where it's like just ridiculousness.
Everything bad happens. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Which one are you doing?
Well, I'm doing Kid at Heart and let me see. Hold on. What's the other one? And Holiday Romance, because I have to have like guarantees that I'll finish those, and like that's doable. And then I'll piece in the other ones if I can. But in real life, I'm probably Kid at Heart and Holiday Party Animal, because I love like all the Christmas things, going everywhere and doing everything. But I also like Holiday Homebody, because like I would prefer to host Christmas than go places, which has never happened because I'm like the youngest in our family, but I would prefer that. Holiday Romance, I'm just not. Holiday Romance between me and my couch.
We'll never let you down.
Hey, looking good. Looking real good, actually.
What are you doing, Tia?
I filled in all of the challenges with the book, so I'm hoping to do all of them. We'll see. I don't do audiobooks.
Yeah.
Very, very rarely do I do audiobooks, so wish me luck.
We can do it, Tia. We can do it.
And then I guess, I would say that now, the older I get, the more holiday homebody I am. I used to be more of the holiday, want to do all the holiday parties and Kid at Heart. And I like to think I'm a holiday romantic. I don't know if that's really true. Probably realistically, I'm a holiday homebody.
I have been working on Advent calendars for the kid, for Ainsley, and we're doing so many fun things. And I'm so excited.
Yeah, I went to like 3 different grocery stores today because I want to try to make gingerbread cookies, and I'm not a baker. So I probably should have did it hours ago, but I'm procrastinating. And the kids are so excited, and I'm just like, let's hope that, we don't burn down the kitchen. Because last time I said something, the stove was about to catch on fire. So.
My kids get so excited about that kind of stuff, and I always worry that, like, am I doing enough? Are they going to have great memories of Christmas? And So I try to be like as kid at heart as I can for them, but
Yeah.
Like Jeremy has said this year, because I'm like, I want to do all the things, make it so special and magical and fun. And he's like, okay, you've got all these ideas, but if you do one, she'll think it's perfect, you know? And like, I mean, yes, she's 2, so she really is pretty easy to please. But I think any kid, it's like, they don't know all the things you didn't do. They just know the fun things you did.
yeah. Let's see. We got a holiday
Homebody. Okay.
I wonder if that's probably the most popular one.
Tell us what books y'all are reading and for what chapter.
Homebody.
I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was watching Tia's TBR and I was like, add that one, add that one.
Yeah,
add that one.
exactly.
Krista's a homebody. Debbie's a homebody. Oh, we got a kid at heart.
Yay.
Hey, Gretchen.
Another kid at heart.
I want to know what book, like for the kid at hearts, what book other, like a holiday book other than Christmas are you reading?
We got a holiday romance.
That's not the kid at heart path, I don't think. If so, I did it wrong.
And Bree, we got
never mind, it's holiday party animal. Never mind, guys. I'm looking at it straight up and down. Yes. So that's why I had to go to 3 different stores because I couldn't find allspice. I was like, what is that?
Isn't that just like a combination of?
Yes, it's like all the spices.
Yeah. My mom, like, finally, like, she lives in Chicago, and she's like, "What's the store that's next to the store that you're at?" And I was like, "It's called H-E-B." And she called, and she's like, "Get up there right now. There's a guy named Renee who found 2 bottles of it, and he's gonna hold it for you." And I was like, "Thank you."
That's one of those spices that I have in my cupboard, and I think I've used like a 1/4 teaspoon in my life. You know, like
nervous with trying out Pinterest recipes because I'm like, I'm gonna spend $40 on all of these ingredients and use these like one time.
Yeah.
So,
and you know the store has darn good gingerbread cookies for like $2.
Spices are expensive.
Spices are expensive. What's the deal with that?
We got another homebody.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to know what everybody's reading. Okay, so should we talk about faves, like our favorite reads first? What do y'all want to do?
Our recommendations. Do you have ones faves that fit the prompts?
Oh yeah,
we want to do faves.
I left it down.
I love how many prompts we have that like don't require Christmas books. Like snow on the cover could be anything. Red on the cover, travel or road trip. It could be anything. Like I really like the flexibility that we have going on here. But I do want to know what people are reading for Hope for Humanity and the other holiday that you were just saying, Bree.
Well, so I want to know, are y'all using Christmas books to fulfill all your prompts? Or are you doing regular books as well?
I'm doing half and half.
Mine's Christmas for everything.
Yeah, I'm trying to do Christmas everything, but I'm doing hours and then Cloak and Dagger Christmas. So I want to do romance and mystery. But I want them to all be Christmas.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing too, Bree. What about you in the comments?
Count of Monte Cristo for Hope for Humanity.
I'm reading Love Inspired because it's Christian fiction. I figure that's hopeful reason for the season.
Count of Monte Cristo. Is that a classic?
Classic. Yeah, that's a classic.
Is that a huge classic? You go, girl.
I'm proud of you.
I love that book. I'm reading it right now. Miracle on Fifth Avenue. Don't hate it, Antonella, please.
Is that Hope for Humanity, Antonella?
Antonella, she is one of those that like I get on Goodreads, and if Antonella has read it and like hated it, I'm like, I'm gonna hate this. Or if Antonella loves it, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my go-tos. I think reading a book set in a big city, that's perfect for that because it takes place in New York.
Correct.
Oh, I also want to know who's doing Second Chance Romance because I would love some Christmas Second Chance Romance recommendations.
So I have one for this. I have you, but you know what? You probably won't like it
Why? Why?
because it's a historical. Let me see if I can get
Oh.
this comment back off. Where'd it go?
It
Haha.
should be like highlighted.
There we
There
go.
you go.
So, have y'all read
Oh.
How the Dukes
Oh, that came out
Last
last year,
Christmas?
right?
The bind
That's
up.
one of my favorites.
So Sarah MacLean's story in here, it is
Yes.
called The Duke of Christmas Present is a second chance romance. And it's
Okay.
like 60 pages, so you could
I could try it
take
for
a dip
sure.
in historical romance.
right.
Right.
The fact that
I-
Sarah's so excited about it though means I'm not gonna like
Chloe's
it.
not gonna like it. That is one of my absolute favorite anthologies of all time because I
It's
just
so
love
good.
I love how they follow each other unintentionally with the cookie recipe. Like,
Oh,
you know, you wouldn't
Yes,
think they have
yes.
anything to do,
Uh-huh.
right? And it just makes me happy.
And so, and both all of these are supposed to be sort of based around a Christmas movie too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh really?
I don't remember what all they were, but yeah, I think it's on Sarah's website, maybe Sarah MacLean's.
I'm trying
Yeah.
to get it.
And
Yeah.
it also has red on the cover.
yeah.
Right?
And what else could it work for?
I don't want to say road trip because I think one of the stories had them traveling somewhere, but I'm not absolutely 100% certain.
I read,
8 Winter Nights on
the
Audible Plus.
The
Where is
Christmas
it?
Blanket by Kandi Steiner is a second chance romance. It's new
Oh.
and it's a novella. It's like 90 pages. I don't know how
Okay.
you feel about Kandi Steiner after reading the series. Have you read this?
I
Is that
enjoyed
contemporary?
them.
Oh, that is contemporary, right?
The Christmas what?
The Christmas Blanket. And they were actually like the couple were married and then kind of grew apart. So
Ooh.
I like seeing that.
Interesting. I'm writing down all of these because 8 Winter Nights by Liz Maverick on Audible Plus, a novella.
I think that's for a holiday other than Christmas.
Yeah, Miracles and Menorahs.
That's the one I'm doing. Miracles and Menorahs. That's
I'm reading that one too.
Hanukkah one, obviously.
Yep.
One.
And last year I read one that had. Let me see what the name of it was. I have it written down. The Mistletoe Affair by Farrah Rochon. Have y'all read that?
Mm-mm.
Oh, I've heard about it.
Oh, Farrah Rochon had a Christmas romance.
It's
No,
like a
mhm.
novella in her like series where the ladies are all friends and they run different businesses together.
Oh, fun.
Have you read that, Bree? No, I guess not.
Read it. I have been downloading because, like, I don't know, there's a bunch of free anthologies. So I've downloaded some anthologies. So we'll see how that goes. Hold on. So I don't even know. There's like a bunch of authors, but Kennedy Fox, the author duo, on their Instagram, they had a link. And you could do through BookFunnel, you could get 2 free anthologies one called Winter Love and one called Winter Heat. I've never read them, so I don't know. I know they're contemporary. I don't know how like steamy it is and stuff like that, but I was like, it's free, so we'll download it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try that. And then another one I got was called 'Tis the Season for Romance. Which I found out on author Monica Murphy. She had it through BookFunnel as well. And then Teri Wilson, like some of the like Hallmark authors, they have an anthology that comes out on the 1st. It's for 99 cents right now on Amazon for pre-orders. So I paid my $1 for that one. So I'm excited. I've always wanted to read like an anthology and I never do during Christmas. So
Angela's reading Biggie and the Santa Man for Snow on the Cover with Elvis and Santa team up to save Christmas. That sounds fun.
So I totally didn't say what holiday that was other than Christmas. A Mistletoe Affair, Farrah Rochon, has Kwanza in it.
Oh, nice.
So if you need one for that holiday.
Gosh,
it's
you
not
guys-
like a huge part of it, but they do have a Kwanzaa celebration in there. So I didn't learn a ton about Kwanzaa. I don't know a lot about it, and I was hoping to learn more, but it was still really cute romance. And that's the only one I've seen with Kwanzaa.
Angie's
know
reading A Timeless Christmas by Alexis Stanton. The Hallmark was so good. Chloe's read it.
Yeah, I read it. It was good, but I think it would probably be a better movie.
I want to read that one too.
It was good. It was good. I mean, those Hallmark movie books are really short.
I imagine I messaged Chloe and I was like, do you think I should buy the book now that I watched the movie? She's like, honestly, I felt like the book would be a really good movie. So if you watch the movie, you're good.
Yeah.
And the author is Eva Lee, who writes historical romances, and she's so good. So I was like, I can imagine the book is amazing because she's
really it had good Christmas vibe, like Christmassy setting vibes.
What are y'all doing for a warm setting?
Family for Beginners. So I'm not doing Christmas by Sarah Morgan.
Summer one.
Yeah.
Oh, the one is that the one? That's the one
for beginners. Was in a warm setting.
Yeah, it's like a beach on the
That
cover.
was set in the lake. It was set in the
Lake.
not set in the Lake District of England.
It is.
So yeah, no, I guess it could work because it takes place in summertime. So they go to the beach. So yeah, that would fit.
Otherwise,
It just took me a second. I was pulled out because of Sarah Morgan, and all I'm thinking is Christmas. I'm like, wait,
I know.
what?
Otherwise,
I'm reading The Christmas Swap by Sandy Barker. Is that what I'm reading?
So, have y'all read this Winter in Paradise? That's Elaine Hildebrand.
I haven't read
that.
Is that the first one in that series?
Yes.
And I think the series is all out now. Is that correct?
There's 3 out. I assume it's a trilogy. I don't know if she'll do more or not. The Honeymooners is a good one.
Oh, yes.
I mean, honestly, if you want something new, Jingle All the Way by Debbie Makeover takes place in the
that would. I'm still salty about that book, Brie.
And Jill Shalvis has a novella coming out called Mistletoe in Paradise that takes place on a cruise ship. So we're seeing more warm setting Christmas stories.
Wait, is that a standalone?
I think it's a novella in the Wildstone series.
Okay. I didn't see any connection with anybody, so I think it's fine if you read it by itself.
How do we feel about warm setting Christmas books?
As much as I want to say I don't like them, I don't mind them, I guess.
I've read a couple of good ones.
Yeah.
I've never read one, but I do have Winter in Paradise. But like in Australia, they're celebrating Christmas, right? And the heat. So.
Well, that's like, I don't like them, but I mean, more than half the world, I think, is warm right now. Like, Brie, you're warm.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of warm places. So
I guess it's hard, like you read for the escape of like going somewhere that's wintry, but
yeah,
I guess it just depends on the author and like what they do with it. Like Jingle All the Way starts off in a warm setting and then she goes home and we get like the Christmas vibe, but it's just, I guess it's something we got to get used to because some authors we're seeing it more,
I read one many, many, many years ago, an old Harlequin called Christmas in Key West. Cynthia Thompson. I don't remember what year it came out originally, but it's cute. It's a second chance romance, takes place in Key West. Secret Baby, which I don't love. Was that one a Secret Baby? They always do Secret Baby, so it might be. But it was like, it actually felt more Christmas than some books that are really pegged as Christmas. You know what I'm talking about, Brie. Yeah. Like we always complain about, yes, this book takes place at Christmas, but where's the Christmas? Like, right?
I think, what did Krista say she has in the holidays?
Do y'all know if that would fit any? I just read that, and I don't know if it fits any of the challenges.
I'm doing a book you would give as a gift for that.
Yeah, that would fit.
What did you think about it? Oh, well, Krista.
I don't want to give spoilers, but I have thoughts. Did you read it?
I liked it. 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 I liked it
I've started it. I started like the first chapter and I just was like, I think I'm still kind of stuck on how I felt with the Honey Don't List. And I'm just really nervous about reading another Christina Lauren. So this might be the push I need to read it.
The first part was good. It was the last part
Oh
that
gosh.
was questionable.
Krista, it could be your wish list since it came off your book of the month. Like, I mean, you could consider that a wish list, maybe.
I would also consider it for wonderful Christmas time because it says a book with a fun friend group, and the parents are all friends with each other. I think it would fit there.
Is it a small town or a big city?
It's Park City, Utah, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
it seems like small town vibes, but then they said the Sundance Film Festival takes place there, so I don't know.
I think it's a tourist, like an Aspen, Colorado kind of an idea. I think it's a mecca for that.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah, I think it's a
small
city.
town or big city.
It could be a travel or a road trip book too, because she keeps traveling without giving away too much of the story.
Yes.
If we're really stretching it.
She does travel a long way.
Yeah, I loved how you stretched a musical element.
Hey, it works, right?
It works. It works. I count it.
Let's see. We have road trip. Second Chance Road Trip for Christmas takes place in Canada. I haven't heard of that.
Ooh.
Really? Okay, I need to look this. Anything Canada, I need to look up.
What do I have down for road trip? I feel like the only ones I know are like Amy and Roger's Epic Detour. Have y'all read that?
Morgan Matson?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, she used to be my favorite author.
She is good. I like her.
I like her.
It's by Jackie Lau. Okay, awesome.
For my road trip-ish book, I'm gonna go with the new Jenny Hale because the characters travel to Tennessee in this one. So I'm gonna go with that. And it could be small town, I guess, if you wanted to use it.
I think that's what I have that one down for, small town thing.
I'm reading The Christmas Backup Plan by Lori Wilde, which I found out is more a road trip than a Christmas book, from what I've heard from other people. So,
Uh-oh, look at that.
I know. I saw that.
There's a lot of mixed reviews about In the Holidays. It's not my favorite by them by far, but I thought it was enjoyable.
Okay, so without any spoilers,
I want to talk about it.
I guess I want to say, like, because if you're in the comments, tell us if you read the Honey Don't List, if you liked it or not. But like, I guess I feel I'm really skeptical because I thought that book was written really good, but it just wasn't what I went into it. Like I wasn't in the mood for what it ended up being. Like I thought it was going to be funny, a good time. And that's not what it was. So within the holidays, I'm like, is this going to be a fun Christmas story? Like, how are they missing the mark? Because this is Christina Lauren. They're a pretty big deal.
I feel like it was a fun Christmas story. I had more of a problem with, I don't want to spoil it, with the plot, the way the plot, I can't explain it without giving it all away, Bree.
Okay. Okay.
You know what happens in the holidays? I didn't even know what it was about really until I started reading it.
I just remember the chapter I read, I messaged Sarah because I was like, I'm confused. And she was like, you're going to be confused because it does feel like they're kids at first, but
yes.
they're not. They're adults.
It would have read better, in my opinion. It would have read better if they had written it as a YA novel. The beginning of it, I felt so discombobulated because I thought that she was like 17.
She reads very young at the beginning.
Yes. And with her running because she's sneaking around the house, and I'm like, WTF is going on here? Like, I had to reread the first chapter like 3 times, and then it was like, all right.
And they're all in bunk beds in the basement.
Yeah. Like it would have read great as a YA novel. I think it would have been great as a YA.
Okay, I'm falling behind on the comments. Melissa's never read Christina Lauren.
Read it. Read The Honeymooners. The
Yeah,
Honeymooners.
that's the best one, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read them all, but that Honeymooners is my favorite so far.
And Roomies. Roomies was fantastic. And so was
My favorite
Dating.
half man. I like that one.
I like Josh and Hazel too. Did y'all like that one?
I haven't read that one.
Yeah, I
yet.
did. But
haven't
because
read
I
it.
love Prince to Lovers.
I know a lot of people didn't like Hazel because she was so quirky, but I liked her.
I did too.
I didn't read it because everybody's like, it's so good. And then the ending happens and it's like surprise and nobody likes those in romance. I was like, okay.
Bianca, I think you can totally read that one. It's cute and funny and Christmassy. I just had a very specific thing that I didn't necessarily dislike. I was just like, what? This doesn't make sense.
Message me after, Tia. I want to know what it was.
But okay, have y'all seen Groundhog Day? I
It's
haven't
my
seen that movie.
favorite movie.
Maybe I need to watch that movie and I'll feel better about it. I don't know.
That's probably okay. If that's what I'm thinking, that's okay. That I think I heard a lot of people had that issue with it.
Let's see.
Oh, love in other words.
A lot of people love that one.
I love
couldn't
it so
stand that
much. It's like my favorite book of all time, maybe.
I
Not
was
really.
so excited because Chloe loved it so much, and I read it going, "Oh God, this book sucks."
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to see. I haven't read the Honey Don't List yet.
It was all right.
Scared.
Yeah, I thought it was okay.
It was fun.
It's not bad. It's just, my issue with the Honey Don't List was if the couple that these two assistants work for were the main couple, I think it would have been like a 5-star read for me because they felt like the main characters, whereas I didn't care about the main characters.
Right.
But I think it is a really good book at the same time. I just thought it was going to be a really fun time and it wasn't. And I think they should have just had us follow the married couple. Yeah, Twice in a Blue
Twice in a Blue Moon. That was a
I
dud
didn't
for me.
either.
I haven't read that one yet.
You're not missing
I
anything.
haven't even heard of this.
I haven't heard of it either.
A road
I'll Be
trip
Home for
by-
Christmas by Beverly Jenkins. Why do I think I own
Yes,
that book?
I have seen that and want to read that.
Is that part of a series, Teresa, or a standalone?
Thought it was a standalone. Hold on.
So are there
Also,
some that y'all feel are like classic Christmas romances that like everybody should read?
Yes.
hold on.
Where'd it go?
I need to get that one now.
Oh my gosh, that Beverly Jenkins. Yes, it's a standalone and it's only got 62 ratings on Goodreads.
Wow.
Wow.
For the first time as a standalone ebook because it's been a part of a bind up.
Ah,
still.
okay.
It's about Broadway star Dina Caldwell and celebrity chef Morgan Caldwell. We're passionately in love. Now their favorite one-time couple.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Blah, 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 blah. They're reunited. It's Second Chance 2, you guys. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to need it.
That sounds good.
100
I need
pages.
to write that down.
Harlequin special release.
Yeah, it was part of
And the cover is so dang cute. He's like hugging her and kissing her forehead.
Yes,
And it's
I do. Yeah.
snowing, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And you guys, we suck as the book sisters because we did not even announce what
I'm like, did I miss
is.
it? Did I blank out at some point?
But it's All I Want for Christmas by Jenny Hale,
Jenny
so
Hale.
that will fit a whole bunch of things.
I assumed as much.
What does that fit?
So I'll be reading that one.
Yeah.
What prompts is that for?
Hold on, I'm thinking. I think Small Town.
Snow on the cover.
Snow on the cover, red on the cover.
Yep.
Any of that. Snowflakes are falling. There's carols singing on every corner, and Leah Evans is preparing for a family Christmas at her grandmother's majestic plantation house in Virginia. It won't be the same now that her beloved Nan is gone, but when Leah discovers she has inherited the mansion, she knows she can give her daughter Sadie the childhood of her dreams. But there's a catch. Leah must split the house with a man called David Forrester. Leah hasn't heard that name in a long time, not since they were kids when Davy was there to catch her. Now David is all grown up. He's gorgeous, successful, and certain of one thing. Leah should sell him half the house. So who's going to give up their dreams? Blah-de-da-da. They can't agree. Hate to love. So I don't know.
I feel like a lot of Christmas books in general could fit for Hope for Humanity because
It's true.
it's all about kindness, and especially if it's like small town romance, it's like the community comes together for something and it's like people working together. So I really think that could be anything, you know?
Yeah.
Did y'all read The Afterlife of Holly Chase?
Yes. I read
think
that
that's
last
a good
year.
one for that too.
Yes, agreed.
So I don't know at what point in my life I did this, but at some point I like bulk bought a ton of Christmas books and just like random stuff. And so like I feel like I have not read anything current because I'm like I've got all these Christmas books on my shelf that I have no idea where they came from, but I've just been reading them. So that's where I've been the past couple years.
What are your classics you think, Bree? Or does it include Debbie Maycomer?
It does.
Of course it does.
This is
Which one is
another
that?
one that I reread. This is 12 Days of Christmas.
That's on my list for musical element.
It's good. It's
Nice.
good. That's my second favorite.
Her neighbor's a Scrooge, and rather than like fight fire with fire, her friends like just like kill them with kindness. And she's a blogger, and she blogs like 12 days of Christmas, like being kind to her neighbor who's a complete Scrooge. Hope for humanity. It could fit. It's good. And it's so short. It's one of the ones I reread every year. I love it.
Oh, I'm just saying because that's a song title, that it's a
Mhm.
musical element.
I
That's all I
mean,
got.
it is.
I feel like it's set in New York City, so it could be like a big city book too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that's a good one. I read Marion Bright last year, and it was cute, but it wasn't like epic, you know?
Yeah.
That's Debbie Maycomber.
Yeah, I don't think you'll get epic out of Debbie, but
No.
I need epic Christmas.
um
I cried the first time I read Marion Bright.
you did?
Brother,
really?
like at the end, something at the
Oh,
end.
yeah.
I'm just like, I was like, this is so sweet.
Her brother was really sweet.
I don't really cry in books, but yesterday the book I'm still reading, it got me good. It is a doozy. It's not Christmas though.
What is it?
I don't think I have it up here, but it's called Safe With Me by Amy Hatveney. And it's about it's about this mother who she's a single mom because she like conceived based like on a sperm donor. So she's a single mom to this teenage girl, and she's like 12, gets hit by a car. And so then things are happening. And it's also another family too that is related in some way, but yeah.
Wedding in December. That's a go-to for me.
Yeah.
Look, this came out last year, didn't it? And this one could fit for, I think that if you really want to stretch it, second chance romance. Because the parents.
Yep.
Right?
Character over 30.
Yep. And a main character over 30. It's not a small town, so I think it takes place in Aspen.
Mm-hmm.
But it takes place like kind of in the back, like. I think you could argue it either way. Small town
you
or
could.
Big city.
But if you want, for those of you watching this who like a little bit more spice in your Christmas romance, there's a Harlequin Blaze novel from years ago called Come Toy With Me by Cara Summers. She's a toy store owner. He's a Marine, and he's protecting her because there are bad guys after her. And I'm pretty sure it takes place in New York City, and it's freaking fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely loved it.
Isn't the Tiffany Rice one? Is it a Christmas romance?
The third one in the Men at Work series.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And there's one in that series with a Marine too. Because when I read, it was a bind up or whatever.
Yep, because it's a Halloween book, a Thanksgiving book, and then a Christmas book.
Okay.
Have y'all read any Shannon Stacey before?
I love her.
She has some cute novellas.
Yes.
Like a ton of Christmas contemporary novellas.
Yes.
That will fit for a lot of prompts too. One Christmas Eve is a small town one. I read that last year. It's really cute. She has a lot of novellas if you need to knock out a whole bunch of Christmas novellas.
I have this one on the list. I don't know what it's going to fit.
We'll make it fit.
How do y'all feel like you find recommendations for Christmas stories?
Search on
BookTube.
Amazon.
There's so many readathons going on between like 'Tis the Season-a-thon, Cloak and Dagger. So I would say a lot of mine come from BookTube.
And a lot of them from Instagram for me.
I want a really good Christmas mystery. Like I got this. It's 3 short stories.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited for that. But I'm like, usually with cozy mysteries, it feels like the Christmas book is usually like 3rd or 4th in the series. And I'm like, I don't want to jump around. So if I could find like a good Christmas mystery, I think that'd be perfect.
I know Agatha Christie has. Do you read Agatha Christie's? I know she has is it called Hercule Poirot's Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 40th in the series or something though.
Jeez.
You don't have to read them in order, yeah.
No.
And then Georgette Heyer has a Christmas mystery too. I think it's called like Christmas Party.
The new one by Joanna Fluke, Christmas Cupcake Murder. It's 26th in the in the Hannah Swenson series, but it actually takes place before the series starts.
Okay.
So you could potentially do that and not be out of sync for the rest of the series.
Okay. I think I'm getting that one. We shall see. And I'm glad that it takes place before because I've only read the first book.
Me too.
Good.
Although I read a Christmas book out of order, Candy Cane Murder or something, I think, for a book club one time, and it was fine. I mean, it was fine to read it out of order.
Are you doing all 9 challenges for the Cloak and Dagger, Bree?
I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. I have that one. Oh my gosh, Cortacanus just posted a picture of the Liz Ireland book, and I can't even think of what it's called, but I have that one. So I have for sure 2. I want all my picks to be Christmas vibe-ish. I guess it doesn't matter. I could just probably read some stuff off my shelf because I have a lot of, I have not been reading cozy mysteries like I should.
Yeah. I just did my TBR for that too. And it's like impossible to find Christmas ones unless they're way down, like you said, in the series.
Mm-hmm.
There's a series though that's like a Christmas tree farm though, right?
Yes, I'm doing that one. Yes.
Okay. Maybe I'll do that.
I put those on my TBR. Let's see. Have you read these, Debbie Bakehomer?
Yeah, those are both all right.
The Way to a Man's Heart, I've read. What is Some Kind of Wonderful? I feel like I have that. Is that a novella? Those are the classics? Her Debbie Bakehomer classics. Let me pull it up so I can be sure. I feel like, I've read Some Kind of Wonderful too. Oh, and I actually gave it 5 stars. What is this? Oh, I read this one after I read the one called Starlight, which I despised. Yeah, I gave this one 5 stars. Wow. Back in 2018. What did you think about them? What did you think?
I think those are the 2 she said she didn't like. Oh,
Yeah,
wait.
Stuff. Yeah. Oh, that is it. It was a Beauty and the Beast retelling.
I like Beauty and the Beast retellings. Which one was it Some Kind of Wonderful?
Yes. Yep. her old stuff, I'm like, is this the same author? Like her
It's changed.
heroes were very alpha back in the day. I feel like. Chloe, you've read a lot of hers too. Do you think?
Yeah. It was definitely more traditional, I would say, like in gender roles and just in character types and all of that, I would say.
In like the 80s? Is that when they were written? Or 90s?
Well,
She's only been writing for like 30 or 40 years. So that would
90s?
be, yeah, probably 90s.
So I have another recommendation, but it's historical. How did y'all read? Sarah, did you read this last year?
I haven't
Holiday
read that
by
one.
Gaslight by
No.
Mimi Matthews. This is one of my favorites. I've read it twice, and it's so good. There's not any steam at all, but like that tension of like, are they gonna kiss? And kind of like that Pride and Prejudice moment when they finally touch hands.
yeah.
I just love that. But yeah, this one's really, really short. It's a novella too.
Well, I
And it
think
has red on the cover and white on the cover. And
is it in the city?
it starts out in London, I believe, but then they go to like the holiday party out in the country, and they're like
Road trip.
their rundown estate, basically. Yeah.
Well, I think that's what's awesome about historicals is like you're already going to get that tension because there's probably like a class difference or whatever.
Yes,
Like-
that is in that one. Yeah.
So aside from those, I'm going to try to squeeze these two in. I don't know what they fit. But
Christmas on Peachtree Lane, I'm reading for. So did I pick it for Small Town? No. Because I think it takes. Hold on.
I would love.
I'm reading it as well, though, this month, Brie.
I love her red hair.
I love her writing. Jules Bennett is fantastic.
I don't know where any of my stuff is, but hold on. I'm going to pull this over here.
Oh, a book with a naughty or a nice hero. That's what I'm reading it for because he's a Grinch.
Okay.
I can justify just about anything.
I am going to be reading. Have you guys ever read Richard? Whoa! I just knocked over my whole TBR cart.
Oh no.
That's just like how my day has gone. I just want to sit on the floor and cry for a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh.
Hold on.
It's been a day.
It
Yeah.
has been a day. You guys, I'm just a sad sack over here. But okay, Richard Paul Evans. Let's get back to what I was saying. I'm gonna read these two, but I love his books, and they're just really short. And these are tiny. Let me get a different book. Like they're really small.
I want that one. I was looking for it today.
I'm gonna be reading this.
In December.
Yeah.
It was good. I read it last year.
Oh, wait a minute. That's not.
And then I'm also going to be reading Nora Roberts' The Gift, and this is 3 different stories.
Okay.
Maybe, I think, but I
Have
don't
you
know.
read a lot of Nora Roberts?
Not a lot. I mean, I like her, but I wouldn't say a lot.
I saw one today. I was like, this might need to be one of our book club picks in the future. It's called Sanctuary, and it sounds kind of spooky.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Maybe a little romance, you know.
Yeah, she
I don't know
does some stuff.
but I am also going to try to read this.
Is that Hallmark?
Nice.
It is. I don't even know if I've seen the movie, if there's a movie or not, but it's been on my shelf for like too long. And I was like, girl, you need to read this book. Already.
What about for over 30? Have we talked about that one yet?
Not yet.
I
Over
think
30.
the Wedding in December, I think that is perfect.
Yeah.
And I am also reading the 12 Dates of Christmas, which is the new one this year. Yeah, I'm reading that one because it says right on the back that she's 34.
Oh, perfect.
That's what you're reading. Is it a
It's not Christmas, but she's over 30, Chloe.
That
Yeah,
works.
I know. I'm okay. Thank you, though.
Chloe, did
It's
you
so
read it and not
sweet.
like it?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Okay.
I did.
I don't know why. That one could have been a mood issue, but I just didn't like it.
You didn't want to read about her grandmother getting some romance?
That was my favorite part. The grandma was the best.
There was like, I don't think I've ever read that before. How old was her grandmother? Like in her 70s or 80s?
She
And
was
they
not
like
young. Yeah,
they went to bed together.
yeah.
Ooh.
It's spicy.
Is it one of Jasmine Guillory's books, Chloe? Follow.
Yeah, the Christmas one. The third or fourth. Let me see what that's called. Jasmine.
You know what though? This is hope for humanity too, because if a 70 or 80-year-old woman can still get romance, I mean that gives me hope.
It's not.
You're right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. That one I wouldn't necessarily recommend it, but it was okay. I give it 3.5 stars, and it's about her mom, and they're in London or somewhere in the UK. It's fun.
What do you all love about Christmas stories? And if you want to go dig like deeper, like Christmas romance, because we all read a lot, right? And like I'm feeling like I don't want to say there's only so much you can do, but right after you read so many, they do have like kind of this sameness to them, but there's something about them that we still come back to. So what is it that you all love about them?
For me, it's probably the atmosphere, like the scenery, the coziness, kind of everybody's kind of stuck inside, or else it's like snowy and cuddly. But that's why, like, when Christmas is not very big into it, then I'm like, this is stupid. That Christmas element needs to be present.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have to share this, you guys. I'm dying. If there is snow on the roof, that doesn't mean there isn't fire in the furnace. I've never heard that before, Debbie, but what are your favorite scene?
I haven't heard that either. That is awesome.
Brilliant.
Perfect.
Somebody write a book to it, please.
Right?
So I think for me, it might be the nostalgia factor, like that magic element. Like when you're a kid, you think anything can happen at Christmas. And I feel like I carried that around in my heart, like probably into my 30s. I didn't start to get jaded until mid 30s. And I feel like at Christmas, that magic comes back and that feeling of like anything can happen.
Yeah.
And I feel like Christmas romance just has that element to it. I don't know. It's just something so magical and nostalgic about it.
I agree.
I think
I feel
it's
like- Go ahead.
it's for me it's what got me really into reading a lot of romance 20 years ago. Was like, I know I was picking up the occasional romance novel, and then like the holidays hit, and I remember being in the store going, WTF? There's books that are romance, and Christmas, I must have all of them. And ever since then, every year when September hits and you start to see the Christmas books come out on the shelf, it renews that love of reading for me again.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me.
What about you, Bree?
I think that like the beginning of the year comes and it's like, okay, I'm going to set my Goodreads goal. And you're just like reading whatever, trying to get that goal. And then September hits and it's like Christmas romances are coming out. You want to read all of them, but they're those books that like remind you also to like slow down.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I appreciate the most. Like that reminder of slowing down and being nice. And then the atmosphere, it's like 80 degrees here. So like transported somewhere where it's the winter. Actually, today it's kind of cool, y'all. Like I have a sweater on because it's kind of cool.
What is it, 75?
70. But yeah, I think that I just love the reminder of like, it's the end of the year, just chill out. Like you hustled all year. Now you can just take it easy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow, Antonella. Oh, Spinelli says, I love how Christmas books help you remember the reason for the season. Hope,
Mhm.
love, faith, etc. All the good feels. Exactly.
Mhm.
That's why I
Agreed.
think all of them are good for hope for humanity.
Well, and Christmas books tend to have like my favorite tropes in them. Like I love second chance. And so like coming
Yes.
back home, there's a lot of second chance. I love like sibling relationships and things. So like coming back and like having to work it all out with your siblings and your family, like that is, I like that. Yeah.
And it
There's
just
some good tropes.
so much like you said, family coming home, that can just be so funny. It's like that.
Yeah.
Realize people don't really like each other. You know,
Mhm.
it just lends itself to like such a good time.
Yeah. You guys, Annie is just screaming. And Jeremy, like, I don't know what he's doing with her. I called her, but she may be joining the live show here in a second. It's just been this weekend, like, has not been as restful. And that's another reason I love Christmas books, is because, like, a lot of romances you can pick up, and it's very just like happy, easy, fun Christmas. And like, it seems like ours are never that way. Like, they're just always a little more crazy and chaotic. And so reading about that.
Every time I watch a Hallmark movie, I'm like, okay, I'm going to decorate my house like this. And then I go into the store and I'm like, who decorates their house like that? Because I don't know what I'm doing.
I texted Bree the other day and I was like, do you ever just feel disappointed because you watch Hallmark movies and everywhere is just decked out, like so holiday? Like you drive down the street, the hotels have lights on, and then like I'm driving through town and it's like kind of a gray day and like it just looks like I'm like so depressed. I'm like, some Christmas lights would really jazz this up. Like, what is going on? Why aren't we in a Hallmark movie?
When I was taking Garrett and I were going last night to grab something for dinner, and the main street in the town that it's not, we actually don't live in a very big town, but the library area, like the center of town, they have this huge tree decorated, and all down that street they've got all the trees in the center decorated with lights, and then from the lamppost they've got these like shooting stars. It's Garrett and I were like, oh, it looks so pretty.
He lives in Canada. That's where they shoot a lot of the Hallmark movies.
Bree, you live somewhat near Austin. Have you ever gone like downtown Austin around Christmas?
No, and I remember years ago, Reagan from Peru's project went to this like, it's something with lights. Did you ever go when you went to college? It's like some light show thing. You can like drive through it.
Tons. Yeah, they have tons. And like Second Street down on like downtown, I think they always have lights, but like they really like deck it out around Christmas, and it's just so nice.
Maybe that's what we need to do. We're gonna have to take a trip.
Yeah, look up some of the holiday light shows because there's a lot, like especially outside. And like there's one, there's like this light drive-through thing, and it's got this like massive tree, and it's fun.
Oh, cool.
It's really, really fun.
I'm gonna have to do it.
I have. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, my uncle used to take my brother and I when we were kids, and I remember doing that. So it's great for little ones. He used to pick us up and go into the city, into the very ritzy neighborhood, so we could see all their houses all decorated up. And one guy had like a full out sleigh and reindeer, and it was very cool. It was very cool. It's great memories.
Okay, hold on, guys. Technical issue. Tia can't hear any of us. Should she click out and come back in, or will that end the meeting?
I don't think it will.
I don't know.
Okay, try it, Tia. Oh, I say try it, Tia. She can't hear us. That was the whole problem.
Oh no.
Well, I went through my little stack. I mean, I try not to do TBRs, so this is probably, I'll have more and I'll probably have different books, but those are the ones that I had on hand that I want to read.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Mistletoe and Mr. Right by the next one in the Moose Spring series. Can you hear us now?
Yes. I don't know. That was weird. I can hear you now, though.
Yay.
It happened
Diapers. I was going to say technology is weird, but I was reading Jeremy say he was trying to find diapers. You guys, I swear I am just sleep deprived. Lord help me.
Well,
So everything y'all said. I hope were you talking about Christmas traditions?
Mm-hmm.
No.
We were talking about lights.
Driving through
Yeah, we were
lights
talking
and
about
stuff.
light shows and things.
Sorry about that.
My friends, they live in Denver, and they were going through like this ridiculous drive-through light show. And I think like more of those are happening this year because of COVID. Like there's less other stuff going on, but those drive-through things, like even in Topeka, which is Kansas state capital, they have a one that's fun. I mean, it's something fun to do in COVID days.
COVID times.
COVID times.
Yeah, what else do you do?
I like you dubbing it before times.
I wonder if there's going to be some Christmas COVID novels.
Kindle Unlimited, I'm sure. I'm sure.
I know. Do we want that?
I don't want it, but someone
Do we
does.
want
I don't
COVID
want it.
in our stories?
I don't want it yet. Once it's over, maybe.
Yeah.
While we're in it. And like, I just don't think this is a very romantic time.
No.
You would have thought like us being like stuck in together would be romantic, and it's like
maybe the first 24 hours, and then like 9 months later, not as cozy.
There's supposed to be all those COVID babies, though, right?
Right.
no.
That's what I said. Whoever says that, they would all be first children, because anybody that's stuck inside with their kids and their husband and all of that, they're not having any more babies.
Yes. I love my kids, but this is the longest spring break ever, and I'm ready to end. Like, go back to school already.
We all need it. Yep. Yep.
It's fun, y'all.
Yeah.
More books to talk about.
You have any final recommendations everyone should read?
I think if you like Christmas with the Cranks, read John Grisham's Skipping Christmas. I know that's not necessarily the most popular opinion, but I like it. The Winter Street.
I watched Izzy's video. She's in here.
I know. And her points were so valid that I'm like, oh, she kind of buzzkilled it for me, but I'm just kidding, because
when I saw that, I was like, Izzy is reading Chloe. Like,
yeah.
I know when you know your friends and you like know their differences. I was like, this is interesting.
I know. I won't let it go with Izzy buzzkilling it for me, but I'm kidding, because the reasons I like it are because I saw the movie first, and I just love Tim Allen and the movie. I think the movie, tell me if you disagree, everybody, but I think the movie is maybe better. And so then reading the book is like almost an exact adaptation, but like I got all that coziness and all of the Tim Allen vibes, even though, he's not in the book. So I like that. And then the Winter Street series by Ellen Hildebrand, I really like that one.
Are those at Christmas, or are they just winter?
They are Christmas. I think they all go a whole year, maybe. So they're not, but the family owns a inn or like a bed and breakfast type thing, and they all come back together for Christmas every year. Merry and Bright, and well, what else did you read, Izzy? A Magical Christmas by Heather Graham. I really like that one.
Did I have that one downloaded on Audible once upon a time? I think. Written in the Stars, that new book by Alexandria Bellafleur, takes place during the holiday season, and I loved it. I read Christmas Charms by Teri Wilson recently, and I really enjoyed it. It's got like a touch of magical realism, definitely Hallmark in a book.
Mm-hmm.
Home for the Holidays by Sarah Richardson.
I did like it.
Okay.
There are parts I didn't like, but I did like it.
Yes. Just be, maybe go watch our live show
First.
first. Let me see. The 12 Dogs of Christmas by Lizzie Shane.
That was really cute.
I liked it.
Yeah, that was cute.
I'm trying to think of
I'm going through my list here.
good. The Trouble with Mistletoe by Jill Shalvis. It is
Yes.
book 2 in the Heartbreaker Bay series.
Doesn't matter.
I don't feel like you have to read book 1.
It was awesome.
I just read that one, and I don't think you need to read the first one first.
Mm-mm.
You could totally read that. The second one's better than the first one, in my opinion. Anyway.
I thought so too. Okay. Chloe, I think you're reading that one. 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. Are you reading that one?
I'm going to, yeah.
I just read that one too. It's so good. Yeah,
I got it on my list. I'm hoping to get to it.
Okay.
Okay.
I liked What Light by Jay Asher. It's a YA.
It's
read
cute
that a
about
couple
a
years
Christmas
ago.
tree farm.
Yeah, I thought that one was cute.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
this is book 10 in the series, but I don't care. I think you should read it. Coming Home for Christmas by Rayanne Thane. It's book 10 in her Haven Point series, but I feel like it has nothing to do with the other.
Yeah. It could have been a standalone as far as I was concerned.
And that's like a married couple. The wife's disappeared. She's been gone. And literally, like, they're going to throw her husband in jail because they think he murdered her. So it's like, if you don't come back, I'm going to jail. And who's going to keep the kids kind of thing. It's so good. Wrapped Up in You by Heartbreaker Bay. Number 8 is a Christmas romance.
Okay. So I read this one last year. It's called Carols and Chaos by Cindy Anstey. It says it's book 2 in a series, but I wouldn't have even known that. And it's a YA historical set at Christmas.
Wow.
It was adorable.
Ooh. The Christmas Sisters by Sarah Morgan too.
Yes.
The Christmas Sisters and Wedding in December and even one more for Christmas this year's. This year's was not my favorite, but
I didn't like the Christmas Sisters, you guys. I'm the only one in the world, I think, who didn't like Christmas Sisters.
And Sarah Morgan's written some other Christmas ones too. Once Upon a Christmas, like I got these from Book Outlet or Book Depository, and Angels in the Snow. Both by Sarah Morgan.
All they did was fight in that book. Christmas Sisters, all they did was fight.
Comfort and Joy by Kristen Hanna. That is one that has been released a really long time ago, and then it just was re-released, I think, this year. And that one's good.
Have you read? Is this a Christmas one? Claiming the Rancher's Heir. Macy Yates.
Yes, it is. No. Yes. No. I wouldn't consider it Christmas. That one right there.
Hi, Annie.
It's got Christmas on the cover, but Christmas plays a very small part in it. It does take place at Christmas, but it's a small part.
My first Maisie Yates was a Christmas romance. Hold on. It was like the 4th book in the series, in the Gold Valley series. Oh gosh, it was I can't remember what the title
Cowboy
was.
Christmas Redemption?
Yes.
You're welcome.
I really loved that book.
The new one from this year, the Last Chance Christmas Cowboy was really good too.
It wasn't that. It was a Tall Dark Cowboy Christmas. Gold Valley number 4.
Yes. Okay.
I like it. Hi, Annie. Okay, Chloe needs to go do mom things.
She's muted.
Sorry, not sorry.
Just to fill up all her holds.
Yep.
Okay, well, Chloe, do you need to leave? Yeah. Should we wait for her? Should we? So I just read this. Have y'all read the Lisa Kleypas
Yes.
Christmas with Holly? This was a really cute one, but the Christmas doesn't happen till the very end.
Mm-hmm.
But I loved this one. It was so cute.
And it's so nice and short.
Yeah.
Oh, and The Christmas Wish by Tilly Tennant, which I think Rainey and Angie are reading it for the bitter single ladies. I read it last year. That book made me cry. It's so good. So good.
Yes, you have to have more options.
Mm-hmm.
shout out to Lizzie for like putting out her library video because I'm a patron of more library systems.
Unfortunately, I couldn't do that.
Kind of a curse because stuff comes in a lot quicker when you're subscribed to more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's I haven't heard of this one. O'Neill's
Yes.
series? Sarah Morgan?
Yes. The first book was called Sleigh Bells in the Snow. And it's about a woman who's from the UK and she comes to Vermont and falls for the guy who runs the ski resort. It was delightful.
I have
I'll have to look that up.
Krista, I want to know how you have 3 library cards. I heard you say that yesterday in our chat with Ashley. And how do you have 3 library cards? I have to know.
I have 3 library cards.
How?
Hold on. I have Blue Springs, Missouri, where my dad lives, Chicago, Houston, and then 2 in San Antonio.
You just are using other people's address?
No. Chicago, as long as you have an address there, which my mom's there, so I used it. But you could use Zillow. I didn't have to put my driver's license in or anything. Yeah.
So around here, they are hard about that. Like, you have to bring in a utility bill. You have to bring in your driver's license. Like, you have to bring in everything. But our county tax, our tax in this county is 10%. It's a lot.
Yeah, I wanted to do one for my hometown and see if I could do it through there. But if you're not in the county, it's like $20.
Yeah.
Card. And I was like, and you had to have a driver's license from the state. So I was like, I couldn't do it anyway.
Yeah, I've got one for Toronto because I work in Toronto. So as long as I show my my pay stub, I can continue to get that card. And then I have the one for this town and then the other 3 towns that surround it as well. Because we're all part of the same region, like a county for you guys. So it lets me have 5. Yeah.
I have mine because we've moved a bunch with the military. So I have one from every place we've lived. And I can still check out digitally.
Love
Just
it.
don't tell them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, really, because everything's digital. I mean, you really wanted to, you could be like, hey, here, you can log in under my, you know.
Yeah.
Do you guys hear Annie? She just lays and talks. Just
she knows talking. She wants to give recommendations.
Well, yeah, I guess. She's like, I want to be a part of this. But we have talked about our life in a year and a half when they're both talking and stuff. It's going to be so loud.
Have y'all read Let It Snow by John Green?
I haven't read that one.
If I did, I don't remember it.
I didn't like it. Well,
they made it into a movie, right, this year?
They made it into a movie. The movie came out last year. That's why I read it. And the movie was cute. There was just something about, I think it was one of the stories. I think it was the 3rd story. I didn't really like. I don't know. I try to get back into it. It's really hard. I've read and loved it.
Debbie
Did you do 10 Blind Dates?
I liked 10 Blind Dates. Yeah, I read that one last year for 'Tis the Season-a-thon.
Debbie McComber has the Angels Everywhere series and the Mrs. Miracle series, and both of those are cute.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're everywhere. You always see Mrs. Miracle or Mr. There's a Mr. Miracle.
There's a whole bunch of Mrs. Miracle spinoffs and things like that. Debbie knows how to capitalize,
Right?
Make it work.
Is she still writing those on her own? Or she have a ghost writer?
How is she doing this? About that.
We have theories on that.
Yeah, we've discussed that.
The summer one that came out, Chloe's sister read it, and we all wanted to read it, and she's like, no, not.
Yeah.
And so we're like, is she still writing these? We'll never.
But I mean, again, in her defense, she's been doing like 4 books a year for 30 or 40 years. So
Yeah.
there's only so much you can do.
How is that woman still coming up with ideas?
Who?
Danielle.
Debbie. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
And
I
Nora
don't know.
Roberts too.
And Nora Roberts, yeah.
Well, okay, ladies, have we done all the recommendations we have?
Yeah.
I think so.
Saying it right here. I have stuff I want to read, but I'm just gonna read whatever, fill it in,
There you go.
and move on to the next. But I'm so excited. I think romance and mystery is like just perfect for December. So
Yep.
Yeah, I'm super excited too. I'm so glad we're doing this. So,
Me too. Me too.
and thank y'all for
Me
coming
too.
to chat.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for doing this and happy first StreamYard.
yay!
Yay!
You did great. It was fun.
Okay, so it's in 2 days, right? First is in 2 days.
Yep.
Tuesday it
Tuesday,
is.
everybody. Yep.
Okay.
right.
Oh yeah,
right.
Karen Kingsbury writes a lot of good ones. Last minute there, but she does. Okay.
Watch some Christmas movies, y'all. Read your book. Take your time.
Yep.
Make yourself some hot chocolate, even if you live somewhere warm. It's okay. Bake some cookies.
Eggnog.
Don't burn
out
down the kitchen.
Don't burn down the kitchen. Let's just go out of 2020 as cozy as possible.
That's right.
Yeah.
We need it. We deserve it.
I
Yeah.
agree.
Okay, Bree, good luck on your gingerbread.
Yeah.
I'll send
Ladies.
pics.
For sure.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.